senators.
It's a pleasure to have you back on another episode of Nass this week, your weekly recap of the most significant happenings in and around the Nigerian National Assembly. I am Sharon Ebresomi. On this episode, we begin from the second edition of the Distinguished Parliamentarian Lecture Series, organized by the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies on Monday in Abuja, where the governor of Kaduna State, Nass El-Rufai, disclosed that he has no plan of going to the Senate after his second term in office. El-Rufai noted that while majority perceive it as a retirement home for most governors, he would be unable to function effectively at the Red Chamber, as he would lack the powers to hire and fire as it is done in the executive. Also, Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, has expressed doubts that the ongoing constitutional amendments can be concluded before the expiration of the 9th National Assembly in June 2023. Gbajabiamila explained that the process seems to have stalled in the state assemblies. Similarly, the President of the Senate, Ahmad Lawan, has called the state governors to encourage their respective houses of assembly to send their responses to the National Assembly on 44 constitution amendment bills sent to them. Lawan thereafter urged the Kaduna State Governor, Nass El-Rufai, to rally his governor colleagues on the subject. Now we move to the House of Representatives. The House of Rep on Tuesday gave the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited 1 week ultimatum to end the protracted artificial scarcity in order to ease the sufferings of Nigerians. The lawmakers also called on the Nigerian Midstream Downstream Petroleum Regulatory Authority to explore collaborations with the Nigerian Police Force and the Department of State Security Service to ensure that petrol is sold at the regulated price in all retail outlets. The resolutions were sequel to a motion of urgent national public importance brought by Rep. Saidu Musa Abdullahi. Secretary of the Presidential Committee on Reconciliation and Recoveries of All Stamp Duties, Mohammed Gudaji Kazaure, has accused the National Assembly of being in the pocket of the Central Bank of Nigeria Governor, Godwin Emefiele. Rep. Kazaure also alleged that the CBN governor, in his connivance with some presidency cabals, bent on frustrating the committee's efforts to recover over 89.1 trillion naira in unremitted stamp duty revenue.
I find out that the National Assembly is in the pocket of CBN governor. National Assembly cannot investigate CBN governor, because they are benefiting from him. They are benefiting from him. So when I brought the matter to the National Assembly to talk before the floor about this committee, Speaker and some leadership deny my right, deny my privileges as a member House of Representatives. Mr. Speaker, deny my privileges as a member House of Rep. When I brought this issue to the floor of the House, they stopped me. He refused to allow me to talk on the floor about this committee.
In the Red Chamber, the Senate has urged the Central Bank of Nigeria to considerably adjust its recently announced cash withdrawal limit policy in response to the public outcry against the new policy. Nigeria's Apex Bank had recently announced a policy limiting cash withdrawals by individuals to 100,000 naira weekly and corporate bodies to 500,000 naira per week, effective January 9, 2023. This is where we draw the curtains on today's episode. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to follow and subscribe to all our social media platforms.
those against any